Hey everyone, I'm Justin Ride, and I'll be showing you how to make your own player store. So the first thing you're going to need is an item frame. Once you place one of those down, we're going to want to go ahead and do /shop space create. Once you do that, you're going to right click the frame that you want to set up for your store, and then you're going to further edit. You're going to sneak right click it, and you'll be prompted with the shop editor screen. So the first thing you want to do is do set chest stock. Left click that, and I recommend putting these in some dedicated area like a back room or a closet somewhere stored away, and also placing locks on these chests. So when we place one of those down, you're going to go ahead and right click it, and now the stock chest is set. And now we want to go ahead and update the frame to what we want to sell. So the chest we're going to sell here is grass blocks. So go ahead and right click the frame, and it'll say display item set. And now we're going to want to stock our chest. Simply putting in the grass in the stock chest. And next, we're going to go and sneak right click. We're going to show the shop modes. So the current mode is selling. That means you're selling to the player. And the other mode, we have buy mode, which means you're going to be buying from other players. Market mode is basically doing all those things with, market mode is doing buying and selling. Next, we have the shop price. So we're going to determine how much we want to sell each individual block for. So I'm going to put 10. Whoop. 10. There we go. Next, we want to sneak right click again, and we'll do shop funds. So these item frames have their own bank accounts, basically. So if somebody purchases something from you, you're going to have to individually go to each frame and left click to withdraw the funds that you've earned. They will not be automatically deposited into your primary bank account. Also, if you're going to want to sell or actually have a player sell to you, so you'll buy from another player, you're going to make sure you have to add funds to this. So this way, if that player is going to try selling to you, that you can actually pay for what they're trying to sell to you. So that's also important with the shop funds. Next up, we have something called the market sell rates. Now, this will work where it's currently set at default for 0.5. So I'm selling dirt or grass for 10. If somebody was to sell me one dirt block or grass block, it'll be like 5. It'll be 5 credits for them pretty much. Now, you can always change that sell rate price, but basically anything under 1.0, you'll make a profit for it. So that's just something to keep in mind, and it's going to be a good tool for you to have. This way you can, keep a profit, maintain your profits while buying from other players and selling that same product. And that's actually pretty much everything on making your own store. So I'm going to go ahead and make another frame just for an example to show you how you'd work with food. Because this one is going to be a little bit trickier for some players. They might think like, okay, you can just sell food like, any other server. Well, it's a little different. We have a food expiration system. So I'm going to show you a good way to set up a nice way for like maybe a food store or something. So we're going to place our sign. We're going to do shop create. Right click the sign and then sneak right click. And we'll go ahead and do a chest stock. Now, here's something to keep in mind. You can use the same stock chest as the grass block. So you can have multiple items in the same chest stock. The only thing is, I'm going to do food. So I'm going to want to put a freezer down. This way these items will not expire. Because you can't be selling expired food. I mean, technically you can, but you don't want to. So, now that we have that down, I got to actually right click it. Whoop. There we go. Okay, it's set. So next, we're going to want to put the apple in the item frame. Go ahead, display item set. And now we want to go ahead and stock it. I guess I could have done that earlier, but there we go. Alrighty. Now we want to go ahead and sneak right click. And we're going to keep it on selling. And we'll put the price for 10 as well. This way it's pretty inexpensive for the player. Sneak right click, and actually that's pretty it for the shop editor. I mean, you're all good to go. That's really pretty much to all the steps. So if I wanted to buy one of these, I would right click on it, and then if you left click the total price here, this emerald, it'll go up. You can buy more than one at a time. If you right click this, it'll go down. Now if you're going to go ahead and hold shift and left click, it'll go up by 10. If you hold shift and right click, it'll go down by 10. And then simply on the far right, you have your accept and decline. So go ahead and accept it. And we'll see it's deducted money out of my primary account. And now I have my apple. So being that I'm the shop owner, I can actually sneak right click this. And right here, if you left click to withdraw funds, that is how you're going to get your money from each individual item frame. And obviously depositing it, I basically got paid for getting my own product. So, and honestly, that is the way you'd want to set up your own player store.